Carmichael Church family. It's been a couple weeks since Pastor Keith and I have sat down and put one of these conversations together to share some insight with you, share what's happening. Thought it was time for a good conversation again with you guys. And we also thought it was time to bring another really important part of our community into this conversation. So we invited Matthew Jakobsons, our principal over at our school that we share with some other churches, Sacramento Adventist Academy. Just really so we can have a little bit more of a conversation, see where our community is, see where we're going. And Keith, how are we doing? How's Carmichael doing?
You know, there are times I feel like I've probably overused the word, but we're blessed. And it just continues to go that way. The high engagement from so many volunteers, from you as a congregation, the regular account that we have of you staying connected to the church, Sabbath school times, midweek events, Sabbath morning. You know, we just continue to be blessed.
I'm so thrilled at all the connection that you mentioned. We've got multiple Sabbath school classes happening. Sabbath morning, we still have small groups meeting virtually. We have Bible studies. Our children's program, CCK, has an online Vespers every week. Our youth, our early teens have Sabbath schools in the afternoon virtually. Aside from seeing each other face to face, which I miss, our church is vibrant. Our church is still alive. It's still moving. One of the things that's so vital, talk to us a little bit about community services, because I know that's continuing and even growing.
It is. What's growing are the amount of different support entities, different stores, food stores, grocery stores, some who would rather not be named, not because of their connection with us, but candidly, some of their managers are doing things, giving food to people in need when corporate office has told them not to. So we're blessed, church. Volunteers. It is so exciting to see church members, community members, people from other churches, sister Adventist churches, and other communities coming in here asking how they can be involved. One of my favorite new couples, Bobby, is this grand couple from St. Vincent de Paul's. Frank Romero and his wife, absolute jewels. So, you know, from Brooklyn, and fantastic. You know, it's growing, it's growing. I think what's, you know, I want to switch it to Matt here, if that's okay. Matt, we have been listening. Your parents and your students already know what's happening. A lot of us, you know, our kids have already graduated. We don't have that immediacy, that sense of how has all of this rewritten life at Sacramento Adventist Academy?
That's a great question, Keith. Life has changed significantly for us from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade, in every grade level, in every subject. Our teachers have jumped right in. You've heard this before, church, in the span of just a weekend, we went from just being a regular brick and mortar school to closing down and then turning out a high quality, student, family sensitive product in just a weekend. So right now we're offering a combination.
Matt, I gotta interrupt you.
Sure. Yeah.
You just said there was a turnaround time from shutdown to production in a weekend?
Yeah, one weekend. We got the news. I made the decision that we had to close campus and move to a remote learning platform. Pulled all the staff together on a Friday morning, and by Sunday, our teachers in K through 6, they had weekly packets ready to go, and they began shooting videos that we started posting to SchoolTube. And then our 7-12 teachers, just because of the different platforms that we've got available to us already, they jumped into Zoom conferences, Zoom classes. They started recording lectures. They started offering live classes during regularly scheduled times when kids would be in their classes on campus, again, in a traditional brick and mortar program. 72 hours. we turned it over. And perhaps what I'm most proud of, Keith, after that initial, like, we did it, we made the transition, is we keep adapting. Part of our conversation is, this is hard on parents, especially K-6 parents. It is not easy to do a regular job and instruct your 1, 2, or 3 K-6 age students. So one of our talking points comes back to, we are on the front lines of this. We've got families that have been so great to us, so gracious, so committed to us as a team, so committed to their own kids. We gotta stay committed to them. We have to stay ahead of the curve. When it comes to tech, we gotta stay ahead of the curve when it comes to their needs, when it comes to what we assign and how we assign it. And we've stayed there. And now, sadly, it looks like we've got 6 more weeks of it. But, you know, amidst my sadness, I've got just as much excitement, because we've been there for our families for the first 4 weeks, and we're gonna be with them for the next 6.
You know, Bobby, in your question, you asked me about how are we doing as a church. Matt, this is a shared mission.
Yeah, it is.
And one of the things that is so exciting, church family, I want to thank you for your regular financial support. You've been consistent for years, you remain consistent, and with that, you need to know that Sacramento Adventist Academy is getting its full subsidy check from Carmichael on a regular basis, because you, church, you are remaining faithful. We are ahead in church budget this year over last year. Tiny little slip in tithe, and I really do mean tiny. So again, just thank you for your engagement. A lot to be excited about. You know, in the back of the discussions, a lot of people are wondering, and you see it posted on Facebook, show your senior picture in support of the seniors. They are blessed because they've not seen mine yet. So, graduation, Matt, what's in the discussion? Where are we?
Yeah, from the beginning, Keith, knowing that this is difficult, and it was a very quick shift for everybody, we wanted to keep an open mind to needs and not make decisions too quickly. So for us right now, our remote learning platform and our campus closure, it doesn't extend through graduation. We're looking at graduation as though it's still gonna happen. We had a very productive meeting. Again, our parents have been incredible. But we met with all of our seniors and their parents, and we told them the same thing. We're not gonna change our approach right now, because 6 weeks is a long time. Things can change quickly, and we know how important graduation is. For these students, some of them have been with us for 13 years. 13 years at SAA, 13 years here at our church, and we don't wanna make decisions that are gonna quickly upend them even more. So we're looking at graduation as though it's still gonna happen. We don't know in what capacity, so we're exploring a traditional graduation plan with our students and their families, and we're looking at alternative plans, and we tell everybody, we don't know what it looks like 6 weeks from now, so keep giving us ideas.
Yeah.
Every cool idea that we see all over the country, in other parts of the world, we'll consider them right now as a team of students, staff, and families, because we want to make sure it stays a memorable experience for them.
I think one of the things we're seeing, and I think it's working here, right, is flexibility. We've got to be willing to change. We've gone from, you know, in 72 hours from in-person classes face-to-face to online. You know, I've got a sophomore at SAA who's doing PE class in his room, doing his workout, going outside, videotaping poems that he's reading. These are great times, but it's because of the flexibility, going to a virtual church service with live participants, with recorded participants. I think it speaks to the flexibility in our community. But I think even more important to me, you don't get there if you aren't already connected. If you already don't have strength in the community, in the relationships, has that been affirming? What has that showed each of you again, maybe?
What I hear Matt saying is something that we're experiencing in so many ways. The collaboration, it just enhances what we're able to do. It calls the best out of us, and there is a desire to improve. Well, I think what is so amazing is the freedom to talk things over in a non-defensive manner. The question is out there, How did that work? Was that all right? And so the discussion is very open. Wow. Makes me think, very open. Here's an awkward one. Community service. As soon as we say that, we kind of get the idea that it's for others. We're a part of the community. And I think the three of us know already that we have church members, school members, who are losing jobs. Suddenly, and it doesn't take long for our personal finances to shift. And what we really want is we want everybody in our community, the entire community, to realize that this ministry here in the fellowship hall, our food bank is available and open to everybody. And we know it might feel a little bit awkward the first time you drive through, but you're part of our church, you're part of our family. We support each other. Matt, you know this to be true. Bobby, we've talked about this before. There has never been a student who has graduated from Sacramento Adventist Academy who has not received assistance. Every student is subsidized. None of us live independently. We're a community. So if anyone's going through a hard time, you hear of somebody, send them on over, and we're going to just support each other. That's also a part of collaboration.
Yeah, it is. And just to jump on that, Keith, to Bobby's question, we couldn't do this if we didn't have the existing relationship and feeling of collaboration and partnership. We talk all the time as teachers. Parents are partners in this with us. And sadly right now, parents are taking on such a huge burden for their kids, and teachers don't get that same interaction with them. But it's been incredible to reach out to my parent friends and my students that I've got these existing relationships with, and send videos to one another. So if I can give a shout out to Grant and Jackson Caballero. I love the videos you guys sent me. Keep sending me videos. Kaylin Souza, love your videos. Keep sending them my way. But we wouldn't have the comfort to send the videos, to talk to one another in this new medium, if it didn't exist prior to it. So this just deepens the relationship. And my goodness, I hope it's coming through. Am I excited about what this looks on the other side? This is wonderful. I'm so proud of all of our teachers and students and parents. But on the other side of this, because we're willing to grow in this relationship and experience together, we're going to be even better on the other side when it comes to regular brick and mortar instruction with students. Every teacher is growing because of this. Every student is growing, and the possibilities for us, they're just more and more.
It's you're right. On the other side, we've all had to maybe do things that were out of our comfort level. A month ago, a week ago.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So, what have we learned? What have we experienced? We face challenges head on, and it's only going to improve us going forward.
Going forward, I think we've learned that the community we had before the event has given us a solid foundation. So going forward, church, it just simply means that we have learned and shared a fantastic, challenging episode. Fantastic? Really? Did I mean to say that? Yeah, I did. Because fantastic is really displayed when there's an opportunity for us to display what community really means. Fantastic is that opportunity where we're able to say, I didn't know if we could really pull this off. God is blessed, God is present, and it is fantastic to see His Spirit moving in His family. So, Sacramento Adventist Academy, Carmichael family, thank you for being engaged, collaborating with us, and you really do reflect the character of Jesus, and that blesses us. Thank you very much for being with us, and I think we're looking forward to that, what's next.
Absolutely. I can't wait.
Good times. Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Thanks.